I never expected silence to hurt more than words. That night, the dinner table felt colder than winter, even though the food was still warm. My daughter had laughed earlier, twirling her phone, excited about beaches and sunsets I would never see. She hugged me quickly, said she would call, and left with my pension money tucked safely in her purse. I told myself it was temporary, that mother's sacrifice without keeping score. But days passed, and my fridge grew emptier, my house quieter. I stretched soup, skipped meals, and waited. Then one afternoon, the front door opened without warning. Her suitcase rolled across the floor, and she walked toward the kitchen, still glowing from her trip. She opened the fridge casually, expecting the same comfort she had always known. Instead, the sound she made froze my heart. It was not anger. It was fear. In that moment, she realized something she had never considered before. What she saw inside that fridge would change our relationship forever. And it would force her to face the cost of what she had taken. That I raised my daughter alone after her father passed, teaching her resilience and trust in equal measure. Money was always tight, yet I saved carefully, believing my pension meant security for both of us. When she asked for help with a vacation, she framed it as a short loan, a chance to breathe. I hesitated, but guilt spoke louder than caution. I handed over the card, ignoring the quiet worry in my chest. While she posted smiling photos online, I learned how invisible hunger feels. Neighbors assumed I was fine. I told no one. Pride kept me silent. Each night, I cleaned the same empty shelves, convincing myself this sacrifice proved love. I planned nothing dramatic, only survival. By the time she returned, I had already made a decision about what I would no longer accept. The house she stepped into looked unchanged, but everything underneath had shifted. When she screamed at the fridge, memories poured out with the echo. I did not explain immediately. I let the silence work, just as it had worked on me. She asked where everything went, why the house felt abandoned. I told her calmly that pensions run out when respect does. I explained the meals I skipped, the nights I slept early to forget hunger, the calls I never made. Her confidence cracked. She argued, then apologized, then blamed stress. I listened, finally steady. I showed her receipts, the empty account, and the rules she had ignored. For the first time, she saw me not as a safety net, but as a person with limits. The shock was not the empty fridge. It was realizing consequences had arrived. That night, I did not raise my voice or demand repayment. I set boundaries with a calm I had earned through hunger and silence. I told her the pension was gone, and so was the version of me that stayed quiet to keep peace. If she wanted forgiveness, it would come with responsibility, honesty, and time. She cried, not because of the empty fridge, but because her comfort had disappeared. For the first time, she understood fear from the other side. In the weeks that followed, she sent money back slowly, painfully aware of its weight. She visited without posting photos. She listened without interrupting. I did not rush healing. Trust, once cracked, rebuilds slowly or not at all. Our relationship did not return to what it was. It became something harder, clearer, and healthier. I learned that love without limits teaches nothing, while consequences teach respect. She learned that parents are not endless resources, but people who age, feel, and deserve care. When people ask what shocked her that day, they imagine something dramatic hidden in the fridge. Was shocked to see me choose myself. That choice ended the old story forever and began one built on dignity. It taught me that survival can be quiet and still powerful. I no longer apologize for needing respect, food, or peace. My home feels fuller now, not with groceries, but with balance. She learned that love grows when limits exist. I learned that choosing yourself is not cruelty. It is clarity. Her scream echoed, but my silence answered louder. The shock was not punishment. And that truth changed us both. I share this so others understand that dignity is worth defending, even against family, especially when love has been mistaken for permission. That lesson stayed long after the fridge was filled again. And it will stay with her, and with me, for the rest of our lives. Some costs arrive late, but they always arrive. When respect is ignored, it never forgets us.